Welcome to Catholic Views. I'm your host, Renee Kranz. On today's show, we will have Father Brian Eckrich in. He's going to tell us about a woman from North Dakota. Her name is Michelle Dupong. They have just opened the cause for her sainthood up in the Bismarck Diocese. And we want to talk to Father Eckrich because he was very heavily influenced to become a priest by Michelle Dupong. We want to hear this story. So he will be coming in soon to tell us that. First, we have Dr. Chris Bergwald in the studio, waiting for me to let him in. Come on, Dr. Bergwald. You may speak now.
Why am I here?
I'm sorry. Biblical Bites with Dr. B. I shirked my duties.
You did, in your zeal to keep me out as long as possible. What's today, Renee?
Oh, no. I just... 16th?
Very good.
I had to think about what
your memory is improving.
It's improving.
Those natural herbs and supplements you're taking are helping you out.
I have to try something.
So again, what's the ABC cycle? What
we're in C,
and the gospel,
and the gospel is Luke.
Most of the gospel is Luke, and we've been last couple of weeks. We looked at Luke chapter 10. Mm-hmm. So I want to look at Luke 10 again here. Now it's possible. This is what I was deliberating before we went on the air. You were really concerned about my state of mind.
He's very quiet.
All three readings have little nuggets.
Oh,
so I was really deliberating.
Okay,
but
so
we're going to start with the gospel.
3 years, we'll get some more from that.
Exactly. Right, exactly. I can't wait that long. So the gospel reading is, last week we had the famous passage. Remember what we talked about last week?
Good Samaritan.
Right. And shortly thereafter, after the Good Samaritan, we get another famous Lukan gospel account.
Lukan. Wait.
Lukan.
Wait. Casey, have you ever heard that? Lukan?
I have, I think.
Really?
I think.
You guys are not reading
he went
enough.
to seminary
You
for a
guys are
year,
not
so.
reading enough scripture scholarship clearly to
Lukan.
Lukan is a thing.
Is it Markan then?
Yeah. And Matthian. And,
I would say like Marky Mark.
And guess what?
Wasting all your time.
Guess what the adjectival form used in biblical scholarship with regard to material from the fourth gospel is?
John. I don't know.
Casey?
Is it Johannine?
Johannine.
Oh.
So you're going in the right direction, Casey, but it's Johannine.
Yeah.
Because in German or in English we say the J.
He definitely has an advantage over me on that. I feel like
he has many
that one whole year in seminary
over you.
1 whole year. Yeah.
So anyway, the gospel, Martha and Mary.
Oh yes.
Jesus entered a village where a woman whose name was Martha welcomed him. She had a sister named Mary who sat beside the Lord at his feet, listening to him speak. Martha, burdened with much serving, came to him and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me by myself to do the serving? This sounds like my house. Tell her to help me." The Lord said to her in reply, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and worried about many things. There is need of only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part, and it will not be taken from her."
How does it sound like your house? Like who's Martha and who's Mary?
It's not me and Jermaine, my wife.
Well, that's
it's
what
the
I figured.
kids.
It's the kids.
Oh, yeah. They're not helping. They're not doing their part.
This is what you have to look forward to, Casey.
Yeah.
Just wait.
What? Poor Martha.
Yes, poor Martha.
She's just trying to be hospitable and take care of her guests.
I kind of can feel for her.
What's the deal?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus?
Somebody has to feed them.
Here's the deal. What is the focus in the midst of doing her work? What is the focus of Martha's attention?
Not Jesus.
Not Jesus.
Yeah.
What's the focus of Mary's attention?
Jesus.
Jesus.
But hers seems to be solely on Jesus and not on anything else. So is that
right? So here's the thing. There's a way in which we can live our lives where we are attentive to Jesus. So I'm not there yet, but if I were there, I would be aware of how Jesus is present to me through you and through Casey right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a reality that Christ is present to me in every person that I encounter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not far along enough on the path.
Far along enough on the path?
Thank you.
Yeah.
To to be consistently recognizing his presence to me. But there's to be so Martha,
Jesus must be
Martha.
a very much more silly than I think he is. Then if he has to be present to you through me,
he's got a great sense of humor. He definitely does.
It's just all silly.
So there's a way. So in our work, when you're sitting there editing the bishop's bulletin, Christ is present to you in that circumstance.
Thank goodness.
There's a way for us. It's not like we have to divide our attention. What we're called to do is recognize how he's present. I'm called to recognize how he's present to me through you. I'm called to recognize how he's present to me when I'm replying to emails.
When you're on a phone call.
On a phone call.
Yep.
All that, whether it's I'm with somebody or doing something, he is present, and I'm called to recognize how. That's the issue. So again, as you rightly said out of the gate, the issue with Martha is not that she's working. It's that the focus of her attention is not Jesus. And Mary's is.
So how would she do that? Like, would she be trying to kind of listen in?
Well,
while
it could be.
while
I
they're
mean,
doing the
okay, let's
thing,
be honest.
or-
Like Jewish,
Yeah.
first century Jewish houses, it's
they're
not like
it's
she
not an
was
open
way
concept.
up on. I
Yeah.
mean, no, it is an
Oh,
open.
well, that's true. They were quite tight.
They
Yeah.
were, yes, they were.
Right. She could
Jesus is
easily
right
listen in.
there. She could be aware of. I think she's just understandably sort of getting caught up in the fact that
Yeah.
I'm doing all the work. She's not.
Right. Right.
No, but she is being present to Jesus, and you actually, Martha, could do both. But now later, Martha, it's all good. We see that later on, especially in John's gospel. Martha and Jesus are buddies with Jesus. But that's the point here.
All right. Thanks for that, Dr. B.
You bet.